Hey, what's up guys? It's Tracy from Pan Rocks. Hope everyone's doing great today. I'm going to make a little video of my steel drum going through an effects unit. I've gotten a lot of feedback with people seeing pictures of my setup, like on Instagram and Facebook the last couple of years with effects, on the ground hooked up through my pan, and they were like, okay, that looks great, but dude, man, what does it sound like and what are you doing with them? So I'm going to do a little bit about that today. In the past, you've seen me use this Boss ME80 effects unit, and that's what I kind of cut my teeth on. And I really, really like this. It's very inexpensive, like 300 bucks brand new. But the cool thing about that was for 300 bucks, I got to really find out what effects work, what effects don't work, what I like, what I don't like, going through the steel drum. It's such a different instrument. Some things just don't even work on it, like tremolo is very good, some of the distortions and things like that. But some of that's been remedied through this new unit, which I just received a couple of days ago. This is a brand new Line6 HX effects unit. And it's just the effects out of the Line6 Helix multi-effects unit. So I didn't need the cabs and the amps and all that out of that $1,800, $1,500 piece of gear. So when they came out with this at the NAMM show a couple of weeks ago, when I saw this, I was like, dude, that's what I'm looking for. So the effects sound great, and in this little baby right here, you can do up to 6 at a time. I'm just getting to know it, so I'm not an expert at it, but you can just kind of see what it can do to the steel drum. So let's go through this a little bit, and you can just kind of see what I like, and we'll go from there. So again, this is the Helix, I'm sorry, not the Helix, the Line6 HX effects, just came out. So this is my steel drum. This for all you Steelpan players, this is a old bore pan from 1995 made by Lloyd Gay. And so this is what it sounds like by itself. And I have this going through a pickup that a buddy of mine and myself are developing, and it's going straight into an Eon, just a clean speaker. It's not going through an amp or a Marshall stack or anything like that. So, okay, here we go. First, I'm going to start off with delay. Delays are if I only had one, or actually one of two effects on a desert island, it would be delay for pan. So, and this is just a simple delay. And then on this, you have a tap. One, two. So that gives you a little bit of idea on the delay. Let's take that off. I've got a vibe rotary, which is really cool. Kind of got a rotary, a Corsi kind of effect. I like that. Here's a bubble vibrato. Same thing, but a little bit more subtle. A cool thing about having a tenor pan is like when you're playing solo and you want to sound like a, you want to sound kind of like a double seconds player, you want to be able to go an octave lower. The octaver on this one is called simple pitch, isn't actually as good as the ME80, but it'll work. It just doesn't track as well, but this is what it kind of sounds like. So that kind of gives you another voice, and hopefully Line6 will I know that's been kind of like a complaint in some of the boards, but once they get up, the poly thing going on with that and get that as good as the Boss, this is going to be perfect. Once in a while I might use this Boss unit just for the octaver. Everything else on here I love. Okay, distortions. Everyone knows I'm the Pan Rocks guy, so let's go through a couple of the distortions. Some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. But, you know, it's just another voice and another color that you can put out there. This is a sub-octave fuzz. And of course you get a lot of feedback with that, so you have to be really careful on your volumes and stuff. I don't have those dialed in perfect yet, but they're coming. Here's a heavy distortion, which is kind of like the Boss M2, I think it is. It actually sounds better on my pan than the actual pedal did, so check this out. This is going to be kind of gnarly. That's a heavy distortion. Okay, now you have different patches on here. That's one patch. And then I made one kind of like a surf patch, which you might hear in surf music. And let's see what we have here. We have a chorus. You have a voice box. It's kind of cool. Here's a rotary 122. It's like a Leslie. I think that's kind of cool. Here's a vibe rotary. Spring reverb. Now with the steel pan, especially the bore pan, you already have that kind of reverby sound in there, but you can really exaggerate it. You probably didn't hear it good here, but they have so many good reverbs in here. If you really want that crazy reverb sound, bang, you can get it right in here. Okay, let's see if I did anything else in here. That's just me turning on distortion, so even with the pickup, so still going to figure that out. So anyway, that's just a little taste of what it sounds like through this. Now another cool thing you can do, and I'm going to do another video about this, is my other favorite is wah pedal, and I use Morley wah pedals, so I'm going to do that really quick on here. So here's a wah. Here's just my steel pan. Now if you add wah to that, and of course you can play the wah however you like, so. Cool, man. And then if you have a really fast foot, you can almost make it like a tremolo. Check this out. And then you just do the old reggae thing. Alice in Chains. All right, so that's my Line6 HX effects, just beginning, and I'll make another one when I get to know this a little bit better. And my Morley Bad Horsey 2, and I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. But it really opens up your mind for creativity. It can change your playing, just like going from an acoustic guitar to an electric guitar. And it just adds different sounds and all kinds of cool little things, man. And even... let's see. Oh yeah, one more last thing. Another cool thing you can do is like harmonies. So... some delay with it. So anyway, just a little quick thing. So I'll get it better, but anyway, effects on Steelpan 101. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.